the next speaker is very, very important that, today everybody wants safe food, hygiene food, safety, because we are all worried about health. I think health is a great investment one has to look at now. Nobody is worried about fixed deposit shares, or nobody is worried about assets. Now health is a big asset for everyone. For a big asset like health, you need to have a safe food, and the authorities need to be certifying for that. So we want to believe certificates, we want to believe traceability, we want to have an assurance from the authorities. So none other than our good friend Dr. Javed Bulani will be addressing you on issues of food safety in chicken. So you'll be rest assured when you chew your chicken, you are sure that it is safe. So how he is doing it? My good friend, he completed his veterinary science from Kovas Udgir with a distinction and a postgraduate of food meat hygiene from Mumbai Veterinary College, Parel in 2011. He is working with OSI Group Company, Vista Processed Food Private Limited from last 10 years, and responsible for sourcing, monitoring, development of protein raw material supplier with good best standards, auditing poultry integration systems, and providing technical support to quality analysis and production team. He is expertise in chicken, meat and egg processing and animal health and welfare. He is OSI Global, that means US and Asia Pacific zone auditor for our chicken processing plants. You can assume his experience across US and Asia Pacific zone. He is the auditor for chicken processing plants and trained on animal health and welfare at USA and China. So he's a globe trotter. He has gone into USA and China. Yeah, another interesting factor for the audience and everybody to notice is he is the national level resource person. It is called NLRP in Food Safety Standards of India for poultry meat. So those of you after the session, I think you'll be troubling Javed many more for the queries and the contact clarifications. And its products approval for fast track trainer, and he is a product approved fast track trainer for poultry meat and product. He is a IRCA certified lead auditor for FSSC 22,000 and CII assessor for CII award for food safety. Very nice of you. Now from Pune we fly to Coimbatore again. The flight has taken a detour to go to connect into Coimbatore. All over to Dr. Javed.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful introduction. Am I audible and my presentation is visible?
Clear, audible. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So first, I would like to thanks to INFA and CPDO for giving me opportunity to speak and discuss about food safety in chicken meat production. And I would like to thanks to our eminent speaker, Dr. Jayaraman sir, for emphasizing on immunity of birds, which helps to better health of birds. And another speaker, Dr. Ajay sir, which are discontinued in middle. He is focusing more on traceability, which helps for transparency in poultry chicken supply chain. So both speaker has made base for my presentation. So thank you, sir. And I would like to update that we are celebrating Food Safety Week OSI globally to create the food safety culture in our supplier end, at our end, and our customer end. So I will cover the food safety scenario in poultry industry, then food safety hazards, particularly in chicken meat, then transparency requirement in supply chain to maintain the food safety farm to fork, then food safety key consideration at boiler farm. Then again, I will go to poultry processing plant for to see the critical points for quality and safety. And then role of government agency to maintain the food safety for Indian consumer and key takeaway. So, dear industry people, you know, Indian poultry industry is facing a lot of challenges from last 2 years due to COVID rumors, then bird flu outbreak. Then recently we are facing challenge of soya also. But Indian poultry industry has bounced back its position and showing very resilient to accept every challenge and lead in the world. Likely, FSSAI has also released a lot of new several regulation on food safety, and Indian poultry industry proactively adapted this regulation immediately. And poultry industry shows his commitment towards the food safety, which can help us to lead in the world. So in Indian poultry industry is around 70% vertically integrated and 30% partial integrated or operated by individual farmer. where there is a chances of gaps in food safety because there are a number of stakeholders involved in that partially integrated farms. So we have to focus more on in that area to convert into vertical integrated. And research study also shows that vertical integrated organization has very less chances in gaps in food safety. So they having a better food safety control in that system. In India, only around 5 to 6% of birds are processed in a modern processing unit, and wet market contributing around 90% of the share. So, dear industry people, we have a big opportunity to make more modern processing plant. And this scenario also changing from last 5 years, and most of the integrator are coming with their own integration model, which can give confidence about that safe and good quality of chicken. Then occurrence of foodborne illness due to salmonella outbreak has not been reported adequately in our India. Then AMR is an emerging global public health concern and important food safety issue, which we are focusing more in our panel discussion. And now consumers are very smart. They are demanding a sustainable, safe, and good quality of food, coupled with stringent food safety regulation and global food safety standard, which is governed by a leading Western QSR market. So hence we need to focus on food safety due to the greater demand for public health, changing human behavior, then increasing complexity of food processing, and changing agriculture practice and climate and other factors. So as per CDC National Outbreak Reporting System, it shows that chicken has remarkable foodborne outbreak in recent years. So we have to focus on safety of the chicken also. Okay, if you want to increase the per capita consumption of chicken, then we have to first make our chicken good quality and safe for the consumer. These are four basic food safety hazard mainly occurs in chicken meat, and all these hazards are important in terms of food safety. But there is always challenge to manage the biological hazard in terms of bacteria like Campylobacter, Salmonella, in virus like avian influenza, which we have recently faced this challenge in Jan 2021. Then there is a challenge of another number of chemicals, but veterinary drug, which is we are using for treatment purpose. Then another one is allergen, which is mainly related to processed product. So we have to control this. If we want to control this food safety hazard, then we have to make transparency requirement in poultry supply chain, start from the farm to fork. So in each step, we have to identify the gaps and improvement plan. Like in a feed mill, we are facing a lot of challenge of soya crisis. So maybe feed nutritionists trying to reduce the cost, but we have to take care of our food safety also. Then breeder farm, already Ajay sir had discussed about more about breeder health, like their vaccination also. Then at farm, biosecurity, veterinary care program, welfare of birds. In a slaughter plant, food safety and welfare of birds. And retail chicken, we have to maintain the cold chain and traceability. So this is current integration model in India. So in this model, the contract boiler farming and retail chain, which is consumer end, we have a little bit gaps because it is not completely controlled by integrator. So we can make such type of boiler integration model where we can have complete control on our own boiler farms and our retail shop also. In India, also few leading company has started their own environmental control farms and their retail shop, which gives not only safety of the product, it enhances the confidence about the food quality and safety of the product. So this is a central view of birds at a boiler farm. So for a better health, birds need better space, better comfort, then a veterinary care program, best farm practices, then good feed, and its monitoring and implementation system. So it will be help for the better health and ultimately for safety of the chicken meat. So I want to share some food safety key consideration in terms of like biosecurity measures. So in India, we are following the biosecurity measure, but we have major challenges in the biosecurity due to a smaller bird size and contract farming. But we have to strict on our biosecurity measure to prevent the disease. Otherwise, if disease come, then there will be a big challenge in terms of productivity or in terms of food safety also. So we have to take minimum measures like visitor control, then vehicle disinfection at entry, then proper housing. So there will be no any opening for the wild animals, so we can prevent the bird flu like crisis. Then fencing of farm to rodent control. Then pest and food deep disinfection before entering into the farms. Then after liquidation of farms, we have to we have to nullify the growth of the microorganism like through cleaning and sanitation. Then we have to take care of our disposal bird also, because they will be attractive wild birds and there will be great more biosecurity concern. Regarding animal health and welfare, so globally there is always a debate about animal welfare and about food safety. So most of the animal health and welfare parameters is correlated with the food safety. So this is a tipping point now coming. People not only speak about welfare, they will be speak like animal health and welfare. And now consumer also demanding good quality and safe food coming from healthy birds. So it is necessary to make consumer perception positive. If there is no any animal welfare properly, then you may get the downgraded carcass. And if it goes to the customer, then they feel very negative and they will start to search in website what is problem in their chicken. And if they get some negative impact, then they will be never purchase the chicken. So these are some global key welfare indicator monitor at the boiler farm. So my request is to each stakeholder has to take some initiative and start their monitoring some parameter which affects on health as well as welfare of birds. Definitely it will be helps to enhance your productivity as well as your quality and safety of the chicken meat. Then coming to antibiotics, yes, we have to use the antibiotics, okay, but
okay, Dr. Javed, one minute. Dr. Ajay, yeah, Dr. Javed, you can start sharing your screen. Dr. Ajay was just testing his screen. He's back. I'm very happy to say Dr. Ajay is back. So Dr. Javed, you complete your talk first, and then we invite Dr. Ajay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. So definitely we are getting some health issues, birds also getting some health issue. In that case, we have to use of antibiotic, but we have to use the antibiotic judiciously, okay, to maintain the health of birds and welfare. If birds going disease in the market, then it will be create more food safety issue. So if we are giving the antibiotics, then we have to give with judicious, and we have to use some guideline. Like OIE has given a good classification of antibiotics. So they remove some antibiotic which is critically important to human. Then they given some antibiotic which is critically important to animal also with species wise in a specific disease. And OIE is updating their antibiotic on regular basis. It is mainly scientific based. Again, OIE is given very good guideline on dual purpose antibiotics. So it should be not used as a preventive treatment through feed and water, and it should be not used as a first line of treatment. Okay, when we are using second line of treatment, in that case also we have to take some precaution in terms of bacteriological test, and we have to avoid the extra level product of antibiotics. So where they don't have any withdrawal period. Then World Health Organization also has classified the antibiotics based on risk assessment for a human being. So they classify antibiotics into three groups: important, highly important, and critical important. This is the criteria 1 and 2. In criteria 1, each antibiotic is solely or limited therapies to treat that disease. And second one is if bacteria is getting some transmission from non-human, or maybe some bacterial resistance coming from that non-human source. Again, WHO has classified critical important antimicrobial into highest priority and high priority. Okay, this is based on the availability of antibiotic, their risk assessment, and probability of that risk. So we have to avoid the use of highest priority like HPC antibiotics, cephalosporin, glycopeptides, macrolides, polymyxin, quinolines. So we have focused more on important and highly important antibiotic to treat the animals. So this classification is really helpful for stakeholder and regulator to make to identify the potential antimicrobial which are using in animal is hazardous to the people. And government and all the different private bodies are also working on One Health approach in their program. So we are more discussing in our panel this topic. So this is a typical process flow of poultry processing plant. So poultry processing plant is categorized into the two areas. This is the risk assessment, unclean area and clean area. In unclean area, risk could be more, and clean area, the cleanliness or the risk is low. So I will take you through key step, because it is very difficult to complete this step. It requires 1 hour. So I will cover key step like sourcing of birds. We have to take care of bird health before finalizing birds for slaughter plants. In that case, we have to follow the proper, if we are using any antibiotic withdrawal pair, then feed withdrawal, so that there will be no any cross contamination during evisceration process. Then proper catching of birds, so there will be no any downgraded birds at plant. Then holding of birds once it comes to the slaughter plant, so it will be help for the to reduce the stress and to make your chicken more tender. Then antemortem examination, this is a legal requirement of FSSAI. So a plant veterinarian has to ensure that birds are healthy, they are free from the disease, and they are verified by the farm history record also. Then coming to hanging birds, it is a human handling, so there will be no any damage to the carcass. So it will be there will be no any downgraded carcass. Then next stage is stunning. So stunning is humane slaughter, and it helpful for this welfare of birds, as well as it will be help for proper bleeding. Then next step is halal. So if we make the proper halal, so halal is a scientific method, because in halal we are removing all the blood, and blood having higher microorganism. Then scalding of birds, here we have to take care of quality of product. Then we have to take care of proper temperature and time during scalding. Then defeathering process. In defeathering process, we have to ensure that there will be no any feathers coming to at customer end. Then evisceration process. This is a very risky process where there is a chances of more cross contamination, because we are removing viscera here. Next stage is post-mortem examination. Again, this is a legal requirement of FSSAI. Each veterinarian has to monitor each and every carcass after evisceration process, and if there is any disease, then bird should be condemned. Next process is bird chilling. It is a CCP of each processing plant, because after slaughter, the bird's temperature is around 35 degrees Celsius, and 35 to 37 degrees Celsius is good temperature to grow the microbial. So we have to focus on this point and reduce the temperature of birds within like 40 to 45 minutes, which is less than 4 degrees Celsius. Then next step is metal detector, where we are verifying there will be no any metal contamination during our processing. And last stage is storage. So in storage, we have to maintain the cold chain of product, so there will be no further microbial growth. So these are some key welfare indicator or KPIs monitoring globally at processing plant, which helps to enhance the welfare of birds, quality and safety of the product. Then we have to focus on some personal hygiene of workers or staff which are working with the plant, and they are in direct contact with food surface. Then supporting system in the plant, we have to check the quality of the product, then testing facilities, then we have to take care of pest control, then cleaning and sanitation, because cleaning and sanitation play a key role in maintaining the microbial minimum in the product. Then product information, consumer awareness, then traceability and recall process also in place. If there is any health hazard happened at customer end, it should be traceable and recall immediately. Now I will discuss about role of government agency in India, which are doing very good job to maintain the safe and good quality of product in India. Like APEDA, this agency is carrying inspection of meat and meat products in slaughterhouses, processing plant, storage premises, transportation, and ensure that the consumer will get a good quality of chicken meat. And they are involving more in the licensing of export-oriented slaughter plant. Again, next body is Export Inspection Council. So it is actually set up by the government of India in order to ensure that development of export trade of India through quality control and inspection. So we can say that we are best in world. So EIC also doing a very good job to maintain the international standard at our processing plant, and they are issuing certificate origin certificate. Currently, we have near about 14 to 15 export-oriented plant. It is proud for our Indian poultry also. So we are competing world also in terms of export. Then major body is food safety regulation. If we want to do some food business, then we have to follow the FSSAI regulation. So in FSSAI, before FSSAI, we have different food regulation. Now FSSAI has did good job. They consolidated all regulation in and make one regulation. Like we can say, one nation, one regulation. So FSSAI also laying based on the scientific standard, and they regulate their manufacture, storage, distribution, sale, and they are ensure that the product coming importing from other country also you should be follow the Indian regulation. So they are ensuring that the product should be safe, wholesome food for human consumption. So I will cover in a brief some key regulation because it is important for our Indian consumer as well as stakeholder also. So our product comes under the category 8, meat and meat product, including poultry. In that, FSSAI has defined Schedule 4 for licensing and registration of each processing plant. So in that, they have given Part 2 and Part 4. In Part 2, they define general requirement on hygienic and sanitary practices, which is followed by business. In Part 4, they have very specific, they have given some specific hygienic and sanitary practice requirement in terms of poultry processing plant. Again, they release new regulation like antibiotic additive regulation, where they enlisted use of approved additives in each poultry category, like 8.1, 8.2, like that, with specified limit. Then FSSAI has developed very good first step training module, where we are training people to the staff for better awareness of food safety, and it is mandatory requirement of FSSAI also to keep the one supervisor trained on 40 workers. This is a microbial standard of FSSAI. So FSSAI has defined a micro standard into the process hygiene criteria and food safety criteria. In the process hygiene criteria, it is indicate the acceptability of your process during the production, and it is not a release criteria. Again, next one is a food safety criteria. So it defines acceptability of the batch. It needs to compliance before release into the product. So we have to take care of our micro like Salmonella, Listeria, then Clostridium, Botulinum, Campylobacter. And it is applicable at the end of process and during the shelf life of product. Once it goes to the retail shop also, that time also it is applicable. And FSSAI has made very good changes in Salmonella requirement for chicken meat. They specify that the Salmonella will be applicable for 3 species only, like Typhi, Typhimurium, or Enteritis. Because we know there are more than 2,500 serotype of Salmonella. So there will be some cross-contamination from other vegetables or anything. But now it is good for our poultry industry also. We have to not worry about other Salmonella species. We have to mainly focus on Typhi, Typhimurium, and Enteritis. Then antibiotic regulation. Now FSSAI has finalized antibiotic regulation in 2019, and there is a very lot of debate on media or in industry also about antibiotics. So earlier in draft regulation, FSSAI has given 103 antibiotics, and now they finalize about 60 antibiotics, and rest of 40 antibiotics it is under the discussion, because in nowadays we are using some antibiotics in poultry industry which is not in ban list as well as in approved list. So there is a confusion. So we have communicated our concern with FSSAI, and FSSAI technical team doing work on that. So in FSSAI, they banned 20 antibiotics and other veterinary drugs, and they are approved 35 antibiotics and other veterinary drugs with EMRL in chicken meat products. So last regulation is product labeling. This is also key important regulation of FSSAI, because if we make good quality product, then we have to label properly for consumer awareness, like name of product, if there is any ingredient, like if we are adding any additives or anything, then we have to declare the traceability of product, then shelf life of product, like best before date. Then if it is an imported product, then they have to write the country of origin, and instruction for use, like for processed product we have to have to give some instruction for end consumer. So then I will give the takeaway, like we have to follow the new innovative best practice to ensure that food safety at each stage through poultry supply chain and make sustainable poultry farming. Then there is a demand for poultry process product which is operating at HACCP-based modern processing plant. Then traceability, which increase the transparency in poultry supply chain and increase the confidence about the safety of chicken meat. Then we have to define, and FSSAI also working on that guideline. So industry also has to support the FSSAI to formalize the regulation or guideline to improve the GMP practice for wet market, where we have more than 90% in poultry industry. Then we have to follow stringent international standard and FSSAI food safety regulation to lead in the world. And the consumer awareness. So it is helpful to create the awareness for safe, good quality chicken meat and increase the consumption of chicken meat in country. So I would like to conclude my seminar with, we have to look out the food safety concern at around. And if you see if there is a gap in any food safety, then we have to speak out with concerned people or stakeholder. And we have to act to control that food safety hazard. Thank you.